Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Our top story today at noon. The verdict is in for a young woman from Massachusetts who's accused of encouraging her boyfriend to take his own life. ABC's Michelle Franzen has the latest from New York.
Having reviewed the evidence and applied the law thereto, now finds you guilty on the indictment charging you with the involuntary manslaughter of the person Conrad Roy III.
Judgment day for Michelle Carter, a judge finding the 22-year-old guilty of involuntary manslaughter. Carter accused of encouraging her boyfriend, Conrad Roy, to commit suicide just so she could get attention. Carter's case was tried in juvenile court because at the time of Roy's death, she was 17. 18-year-old Roy took his life, dying from carbon monoxide poisoning while locked inside his truck.
There was one message sent to Miss Carter. It is a screenshot of a website about carbon monoxide.
Carter sent dozens of text messages to Roy telling him such things as, "There isn't anything anyone can do to save you, not even yourself, and you've hit that point." But defense lawyers maintain that she isn't to blame for Roy's death, making the case that Roy had long contemplated suicide, partly because of physical and verbal abuse from family members.
For concluding my investigation, a male party was subsequently placed under arrest.
And who was that male party that was placed? The one you were speaking to?
Correct.
And what was he arrested for?
Assault and battery domestic.
A forensics investigator took the stand for the defense, testifying that Roy Googled suicide by cop, visited a website that explained easy, quick, and painless ways to commit suicide, even researching which medications would kill him in his sleep. Michelle Franzen, ABC News, New York.
Here at home, a Bradenton woman admits to investigators she participated in the sexual assault of a 6-year-old with her father. 28-year-old Melissa Deloach told Manatee County Sheriff's detectives about the child that her father was accused of raping, and she admitted to watching and participating in the assaults, which occurred 5 to 6 times. She's being held now without bond in the Manatee County Jail. Her father, Yuel Deloach, was arrested in February. He's charged with 6 counts of sexual battery on a child younger than 12. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is searching for a convenience store robber. The 7-Eleven on 53rd Avenue West in Bradenton was robbed just before 2 o'clock this morning. Store workers say they were stocking shelves when the robber entered the store. They say he was armed with a handgun and took off on foot with some cash. No one was hurt in the robbery, and anyone with information on the suspect is asked to contact the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Manatee County continues to look at what's known as a charter county. A workshop was held at the Bradenton Area Convention Center, which gave an in-depth look at what it would mean to become a charter county. Right now, 20 of Florida's 67 counties are charter counties. That includes Sarasota County. Charter county is guided by a document that provides counties with more power in their decision-making. Supporters say that gives counties more freedom from state restrictions.
We had citizens come to us and ask us about the possibilities of forming a charter for our government, and this was an opportunity to have education for the commissioners and the public and our city officials, all of the folks that would be affected by charter government.
Manatee County officials will now discuss what they've learned at the workshop and then decide what the next step will be. New numbers show a robust sea turtle nesting season so far. More than 1,200 loggerhead nests and 4 green turtle nests have been found so far on Minnesota Key alone. That's according to a new report from the Coastal Wildlife Club. Members also found Kemp's Ridley nest, the rarest species of sea turtles that is critically endangered. Mote Marine Lab has reported more than 1,300 nests from North Venice to Longboat Key. Nesting season runs through the end of October. And it's a great beach day for sea turtles, or people as well today. So far, pretty good out there, huh?
So far in the morning hours, yeah, but as we enter the afternoon hours, the heating of the day, showers and storms starting to fire up. Let's check out our current temperature right now. It's a warm 86 degrees, a few clouds along the coast, a little more cloud cover inland, thanks to some storms that are firing up. Actually, a pretty nasty storm just to the north of the downtown Tampa area. That just looks menacing there. A lot of lightning strikes. So if you're flying out of the Tampa International Airport, there may be a little delay, but that is moving east, and hopefully the energy of that will slowly dissipate. But with the heating of the day in the afternoon, we're looking at some more showers and storms. You can see here in Manatee County, Bayshore Gardens experiencing some wet weather right now, and just off the coast, of Inglewood, some showers there, and around Veterans Boulevard near Port Charlotte, we have a little cell producing some moderate to heavy rainfall. Our highs today topping out in the mid to upper 80s. Expect mostly cloudy skies and inland showers. But now all eyes are kind of focusing on what is going on in the Western Caribbean, and will this be coming our way and potentially developing into something that could be a little bit stronger. We'll break that down for you when I come back and show you the main weathercast. Back to you, Scott.
All right, Josh, thank you. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office is in need of deputies and is requesting permission to hire a dozen more. County commissioners appear to be on board with the idea, and sheriff's officials are hopeful they'll receive more positions than they asked for.
We're in dire need of additional deputies here in corrections, law enforcement, especially out east. Since the recession ended, it's just been booming out east with construction.
Sheriff's officials say with all the new homes being built in that area of the East County, more deputies are needed to patrol the area adequately. There's a new facility in Sarasota to help people with mental illness. The Vincent Academy is located on Glengarry Street. That's just off US 41 south of Bee Ridge Road. The facility offers vocational training and job placement for clients who suffer with anything from post-traumatic stress to suicidal thoughts. According to recent government figures, the unemployment rate for people with mental disorders is close to 90%. The academy is named after the artist Vincent van Gogh, whose mental illness led to suicide at the age of 37. All this week, some Booker High School students got an up-close look at the world of marine biology. A nonprofit organization called the Sea to Shore Alliance sponsored the week-long overnight camp. Today, they had a chance to learn about kayaking. For many, it was their first time in a kayak. The students stayed in the dorms of New College of Florida all week long, and each day had a different field trip.
And these kids from Booker High School are having the chance of their lives right now. They're taking a kayak tour on the mangroves, and that's just one of many activities that they're doing through the week for their Eco Explorer Camp.
The group took off from Ted Sperling Park at the south end of Lido Key. This is the third year of the Sea to Shore Alliance Eco Explorer Camp. Looks like they're having a great time. ABC 7 business commentator Jeff Stern joins us now with a look at the day on Wall Street. Hi, Jeff.
Scott, how are you?
Good.
So far, we'll see how the numbers are trading today, but first let's take a look at this week. How about that? The Fed came out Wednesday and they increased the rates by 1/4%. 10-year Treasury still at 2.17%. Nobody can really believe that. The Dow's up about 0.5% for the week. S&P barely positive, 0.03 up for the week. NASDAQ, as everybody knows, has been getting crushed. It's down about 1% so far. Technology and the grocers have not fared well this week, that's for sure. Housing starts came in for the month of May this morning, and they declined as well. Woke up this morning, the futures were up, but let's see how we're currently trading. The Dow Jones Industrial Average at 21,333, down 26 points. 0.12%. NASDAQ 6,135, down 30 points, 0.5%. S&P's trading at 2,426, down 6 points, 0.25%.
Jeff, we had some big news coming out this morning that Amazon wants to buy Whole Foods. This is a huge deal.
Scott, huge is definitely the word for it. Amazon announced that they're going to pay $13.7 billion in cash. That's $42 a share, which is why Whole Foods is trading up 27% today. As of now, Whole Foods will operate under the same name, Whole Foods, and be a separate union. John McKay, who is the CEO, will remain and keep the headquarters in Austin, Texas. As we know, Amazon started online selling books, and then they became selling everything online. And we'll see what will come next. We know Walmart actually has been trying to figure out how to get that online business, and now it seems Amazon's trying to figure out how to get the grocery business that Walmart does so well. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll fit with Amazon's food delivery service, Amazon Fresh. That's what they're really trying to figure out, and I think this buying of Whole Foods will help that. What we've seen, both Amazon and Whole Foods are positive. Whole Foods up 27% today. What's being crushed, unfortunately, a lot of the other grocers, including Costco's down about 6%. Walmart's down, as well as Kroger, Scott.
Yeah, any connection to Amazon seems to be working these days, that's for sure. All right, Jeff, thanks so much for the update.
You have a great weekend.
You too. Time now to check in with ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher. Every Friday, she visits one of the area's fine restaurants, and today she joins us from Cask and Ale in downtown Sarasota.
I am so happy to be back in downtown Sarasota. We're at Cask and Ale. Now, this is what you call this upscale whiskey bar, gastropub. Really fun to come out here. They're open at 4 o'clock on the weeknights, but they serve brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. I love the idea of a Saturday brunch when you're coming to the farmer's market. Get your things and then just put your bags down here and enjoy some brunch. You are going to spend the hour, you're going to meet some special people like the manager, Michael Scalzi. You might recognize that last name. Talk about some of the craft cocktails and this delicious food that they have right here at Cask and Ale. So stay with me throughout the hour as we bring you some high-end scotch, whiskeys, bourbons, cocktails, and a darn good burger. We're coming back in just a few minutes.
The ABC 7 Stock Report is brought to you by Sunset Cadillac. ABC 7, My Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch My Suncoast News wherever you are. On our live stream, on our newly redesigned MySuncoast.com, and a brand new ABC 7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, and dining with recipes in all the hottest Suncoast restaurants. Visit MySuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab to download the ABC 7 My Suncoast app for iOS and Android.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is the best overall brand for 2 years running and the most trusted brand for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Right now, you can lease one of Subaru's most versatile vehicles, the Subaru Crosstrek, for as little as $189 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Okay, happy Friday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. He'll be back on Monday. Let's talk about, just really quickly, the satellite imagery, what's happening in the tropics. We got a big plume of convection here in the western Caribbean, and, well, there's something going on here. We'll break that down for you in just a few minutes. So let's talk about the weather headlines right now. A few scattered storms today. Most of those will be inland. Then guess what? Tropical moisture comes in here next week, and we're talking about, once again, widespread rainfall along the Sun Coast. Speaking of rain, well, our radar is now acting up. We're looking at a pretty nasty storm just to the north of the downtown Tampa area. And then for our area here in Manatee County, around Bayshore Gardens, we have a little cell producing some showers. Looks like the storm up here in Tampa starting to wind down a little bit, but still a lot of lightning strikes up there. Palmetto, Bradenton, just a few steady showers, and around Northport, just to the east of I-75, a heavier cell, but this looks like it's going to hopefully dwindle over the next few minutes or so. These are what we call pulse storms. They pop up really quickly and then they fall apart, and then other ones start to develop with the heating of the day. But you can see most of the activity is generally east of I-75, and that's what we can expect for this afternoon. Now, as far as our water vapor imagery, the light blue colors show us where the mid to upper level moisture is, and there's a little bit of it, and also some dry air showing up in tan here in the Gulf of Mexico, starting to edge its way towards our area. Now, it looks like over the Father's Day weekend we'll get to experience a lot of activities outside with no issues with Mother Nature, which is obviously a good thing. Things change, though, as we get into early next week with tropical moisture coming our way due to a southerly wind to help bring that in our direction. Some rough storms in the Midwest last night. Looks like they could experience another round of severe weather in places like Missouri and Iowa. But for our future cast, once again, most of the shower activity will push eastward for this afternoon. Relatively quiet night for us tonight, and then tomorrow, other than a few hit or miss showers, I think the chance will be fairly low. And then, well, all eyes now will be on this. A lot of convection here in the western Caribbean. A southerly wind is going to help bring this up into the Gulf of Mexico. And what's interesting is, of course, the Gulf of Mexico has very warm waters right now, and warm waters in the tropical season are fuel for storms to develop. Not saying that this is going to develop, because there is a lot of upper level wind shear, so these things can't thrive upon upper level strong winds. But the fact is, it does look like it's going to edge to the north, and then depending on which way the winds are going to take this, we could either get the core of this bringing a lot of rain, or just the outer edge of it bringing some still widespread rainfall to the Suncoast. Also, another system to note here in the southern Atlantic, that has about 20% chance to develop into something, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. If you're taking your boat out today, the high tide will be at 5:28 late this afternoon. And for the boaters, southwest wind at 10 knots. 7-day forecast shows a pretty mild weekend ahead of us for Father's Day. And then as we get into early to mid next week, well, there's that tropical moisture coming our way. We'll have to tweak that as this thing develops. Back to you.
All right, Jess, thank you. In health news, a timeline for couples who are having trouble getting pregnant on when they should seek out a fertility expert. Doctors say if you're 35 years old or older, to wait about 6 months before getting help. But if you're younger than 35, you can wait at least a year. Remember, though, when it comes to getting pregnant, male fertility is just as important as female fertility.
A lot of couples are surprised to find that male infertility is just as important as female in factoring in causes of infertility. So 30 to 40% of the couples that I see will have some identifiable male factor.
Trying to get pregnant can be stressful on couples, so whenever possible, it's helpful to try and reduce tension. And once you do have children, where do you live? Well, according to a report by Save the Children, the best country to live in as a child is a tie between Norway and Slovenia. The worst, Niger in Africa. As for the U.S. ranks 36th on that list. The reason? A high rate of teen births and its rate of infant deaths. When we come back, we'll meet our pet of the week, a little pup from the Bishop Animal Shelter who's looking for a loving home. And then later we'll get back to Chef Judy, see how lunch is coming along as she takes us to Cask and Ale in Sarasota.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
If you're trying to balance caring for your mother and being a mother to your children, we can help. It's what we do. Call Granny Nannies today.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Drive into Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota and discover big savings during the Drive and Discover event. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of Ram trucks. Get maximum cargo space and more comfort with a new Ram Quad Cab for as low as $24,999. Or get more legroom and maximum comfort with a new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $10,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251. 800-628-1251.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
My dad is my hero, and I wanted to give him a chance to live life and be happy. Granny Nannies has been a huge help. It has contributed to the health and happiness of my dad, for sure.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Time again to meet our pet of the week. These animals come from our local animal shelters and need a loving home. Joining Josh is with the founder of Dante's Den and host of Animal Outtakes, Marsha Panucci, with a special little girl from Bishop Animal Shelter. Josh.
All right, Marsha, looks like we have Ellie, and this is the cutest dog I've seen.
Isn't she
Wow.
adorable? I mean, she's just all love. She's 2.5. And she loves everybody. She's a little scared right now. This is all very imposing upon her. But we watched her play with us in the green room. She loves other dogs. So this is a very good thing. So if she is put into a home with some others, it'll be a good thing. She loves to ride in cars, and she just loves to be held, though.
It looks like it, like a lap dog.
Yeah.
Do we know her history?
Well, her history is, unfortunately, she was just found walking down a road. And, you know, that in and of itself, just, we wonder what was your history and so on. Now, she is a beautiful little girl, but unfortunately, she does have heartworm. And Bishop's Animal Shelter is taking care of this, and her adoption fee will reflect the care that they will be giving. So she's doing well with it. And as you know, Josh, the heartworm treatment these days is much easier on them than it was even 20 years ago. But they do have to have that heartworm treatment. It's about a 3-month treatment. But if you adopt Ellie, thanks to Bishop, they will take care of everything.
She's shaking a little bit because she's probably a little nervous, but when I go to pet her head, she just almost like melts.
Absolutely. She's just kind of
really
like a pat of butter here.
I know.
But she is just wonderful. Now, she is a great companion, but she's not crazy about a leash. But she'll stay with you when you walk. So that's a plus for sure. So we're just hoping that Ellie will find the absolute right home for her, because she is just precious, absolutely 100% perfect.
And what are the details of getting her a new home?
You need to call the Bishop's Animal Shelter and at 941-792-2863 and fill out an application and say, I want to see Ellie, and she'll be waiting.
I think whoever adopts her will be very, very happy. This is...
She's precious. She is absolutely perfect, and she needs to be happy, and we're looking for a happy home.
All right. Thank you so much, Marsha. Back to you, Scott.
Love those ears on Ellie. All right, thank you both. Now let's get back to Culinary Director Judy Gallagher, joining us today from Cask and Ale in downtown Sarasota.
And I want you to meet the manager and a special friend of mine, Mr. Michael Scalzi. It's good to be with you at Cascanale.
Great to have you here, Judy.
So let's tell our viewers, what can they expect when they come to Cascanale?
Well, Cascanale, we originally started in 2013 in St. Pete. We opened up here in January, beginning of January in Sarasota, and basically our goal is just to provide this a high-end tavern feel. We've got an excellent whiskey selection, Scotch selection. We've got over 250 whiskeys and Scotches from around the world, handcrafted cocktails, completely fresh ingredients, make everything in-house. It's a scratch kitchen. We just want to provide the best food and drinks in Sarasota. That's our goal.
It's so much fun here. Now, with Father's Day quickly approaching, you have this really awesome thing for people that love the highest top shelf. Tell us about that.
Well, we're going to start our Up the Ladder happy hour. That's going to start on Father's Day. We're going to run it all day on Father's Day, and then starting on Wednesdays, it'll run from 5:30 to 6:30. And basically what we're doing is we're giving our customers a chance to taste some of the really high-end whiskeys, some of the stuff that's normally $50, $60 a pour, for a fraction of the cost. We're going to be doing $12 pours, $15 pours, and $20 pours of some of the ultra premium scotches, ultra premium whiskeys. We've got a couple vodkas and a couple tequilas in there as well.
Pretty excited. I know somebody I can bring with me to try that out. And I know you serve brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Tell me about the hours.
We do. Saturday and Sunday from 11:30 to 3, we'll have our brunch menu. We've got live music. We still have all of our craft cocktails. We do bottomless mimosas as well, $12 for bottomless mimosas.
Awesome price.
Killer Bloody Marys. We make everything in-house, homemade Bloody Mary mix. We've got a bacon wash vodka, or excuse me, bacon wash bourbon that we use.
Oh, you just said it right there. I'm in love. And it starts at 11:30?
Starts at 11:30 and goes till 3. At 3 o'clock, we'll switch over to our dinner menu and continue dinner service until 2 a.m. on Saturday and midnight on Sunday.
Michael, I got to tell you, it has been so much fun visiting with you already, and I know that the chef's coming out in just a few minutes, so we can talk through some of the great dishes. But my find, I think, of the week was when you served me this burger the other night. So darn good.
It's a fantastic burger. It's got a great build on it, and Chef Justin will be out in just a second to tell you all about it.
Michael, you're the best, and so is your dad. We'll be back next time to meet the chef and find out more about Cascanale.
The Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio charmed us all and crippled the competition. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline. If you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death, you must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Watch ABC7 wherever you are. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC7, we're here for you wherever you are.
Alfa Romeo got a lot right with the Giulia. But the handling alone is sufficient reason to get one. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. A Russian airstrike in Syria may have taken out an ISIS leader. The U.S. military says it may take some time to confirm it. ABC's Lana Zak has more on the airstrike from Washington.
A Russian airstrike in Syria last month may have killed ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. The claim came this morning in an official statement from the Russian Defense Ministry. The U.S. military says it cannot confirm the claim, and ABC News contributor Colonel Steve Ganyard says proving al-Baghdadi is dead will not be easy.
Remember that Raqqa is a city under siege, so the Russians have no hard evidence. There's no DNA evidence that would suggest that he's dead.
But if true, it would certainly be a major victory against ISIS. Al-Baghdadi's brutal reign began only 3 years ago, but in that time as the founder of ISIS, he became the face of evil to the civilized world. Under his leadership, his organization conquered a vast stretch of territory and ruled over approximately 5 million people. And he imposed his iron will and executed anyone who stood in his way. Baghdadi inspired his followers to stun the world with social media videos that depicted barbarism and atrocities. Among his thousands of victims were 4 Americans taken hostage in Syria: James Foley, Stephen Sotloff, Peter Kassig, and Kayla Mueller, whose parents say Baghdadi took their daughter as his personal sex slave before she died in captivity.
Look at the symbolism in that. He's raping America.
Al-Baghdadi has been a major target of U.S. forces as well and has been reported deceased several times before, only to pop back up again. Lana Zak, ABC News, Washington.
President Donald Trump is expected to announce plans to revise the country's Cuba policy. The changes are aimed at stopping the flow of U.S. cash to the country's military and security services. The policy will maintain diplomatic relations and allow U.S. airlines and cruise ships to continue servicing the island. The president is expected to say these policy moves are a fulfillment of a promise he made during last year's presidential campaign to reverse then-President Obama's diplomatic re-engagement with the island after decades of estrangement. The Pentagon will try to break the stalemate in Afghanistan by sending more than 4,000 more troops to the country. The U.S. is hoping to stop recent Taliban advances in the region. The additional troops will join another 8,000 that are already there. The U.S.-led coalition is advising Afghan combat units in the fight against the Taliban. It's like something out of a horror movie. 2 teenagers ended a trip to the catacombs under Paris with a trip to the hospital. The 16 and 17-year-old boys spent 3 days lost in what was once known as the Empire of the Dead. The late 18th century tunnel network stretches approximately 150 miles under Paris and contains the remains of around 6 million people. Search crews with sniffer dogs found the boys Wednesday. The teens were treated in the hospital for hypothermia. The catacombs are a popular tourist attraction, but many of the tunnels remain closed off to the public. Unauthorized entry is against French law. Not a place you want to be trapped for 3 days, I would say. Let's get to our weather now. Josh is in for John today, and already some showers around. Kind of a reversal in our normal weather pattern. Storms coming in from the west.
Yeah, we had a few isolated showers that rolled in. Some were heavy, and now we're just kind of hit or miss type of showers. Then with the heating of the day this afternoon, we'll have more showers and storms that develop, but those will probably be inland as the upper level winds will carry them eastward. As far as our temperatures right now, it's warm outside, no doubt about that. 82 in Cortez, 82 in Sarasota. But you go to, say, Arcadia, Sebring, Lake Placid, 88 degrees. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty warm. Our average for this time of the year is 89. All right, radar is lighting up. We have a nasty storm just north of Tampa right now. Actually, it was earlier. Now it's starting to wind down, but still a few lightning strikes with that. Manatee County, we had some showers that rolled over the Bayshore Gardens area, and now that is starting to kind of fizzle out as we go down to Sarasota, southern Sarasota County, and And Charlotte County, few showers and storms, but these are moving into rural areas east of I-75. And we call these pulse storms. They kind of develop really quickly, and then they fade away, and then new ones develop. So that could happen on and off as we go through the rest of the afternoon. But we'll talk about something that's kind of interesting in the tropics when I come back. Back to you, Scott.
All right, Josh, thank you. The annual congressional baseball game in Washington pitting Democrats against Republicans. Well, it hit a home run last night. The first pitch was thrown by Capitol Police Officer David Bailey. He was hit by gunfire Wednesday morning when 66-year-old James Hodgkinson started shooting at Republican congressmen and staff at a ballpark in Alexandria, Virginia. The suspected shooter was reportedly angry with the Republican Party and the president. Congressman Steve Scalise was the most seriously injured, and he remains in critical condition. The president did not attend the game and instead made an appearance on the stadium's jumbotron due to security concerns.
The game has taken on a much deeper level of meaning.
The game is a 108-year-old tradition, and this year's event raising more than $1 million for charity. London officials confirmed the death toll from a high-rise fire has risen now to 30, and they expect that number to climb even higher. 24 people are still being treated at hospitals, 12 of which are in critical condition. Authorities say they've examined where they believe the fire originated from, and there are no indications it was started deliberately. 2 escaped prisoners from Georgia are back behind bars this afternoon after days of intense searching by authorities in several states. Donnie Russell Rowe and Ricky DeBose were captured Thursday after 2 residents in Tennessee found them trying to steal a car. The inmates had just crashed another stolen vehicle as they were being chased by police. While on the run, officials say Rowe and DeBose stole multiple vehicles and robbed 2 homes, tying up and robbing an elderly couple in the process, which ended up being their undoing.
The couple had the wherewithal to break free and notify authorities.
That neighbor also brought his firearm, and together they secured these 2 suspects.
The alleged crime spree following their escape Tuesday from a prison bus in Georgia, where authorities say at least 1 inmate shot and killed 2 corrections officers. Time now to get back to ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher, who joins us today from Cask and Ale in Sarasota.
Meet Chef Justin Sells, who's really rocking it here at Cask and Ale. Justin.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad you enjoy everything.
Well, you really have that knack to bring out the gastropub, that higher-end tavern feel here. What inspires you?
It's really just the spirits themselves, you know. I mean, and the cocktails, the great cocktails that our team makes. It really evokes a lot of flavors that goes with a lot of ingredients and food.
So let's start talking about it and start with this beautiful salad.
Thank you. So we have our watermelon salad served with some baby spinach, some toasted hazelnuts, and a pecorino papado, which is like a peppercorn sheep's milk hard cheese. Gives a nice saltiness to the watermelon. Next we have a shakshuka, which is on our brunch menu. It's a North African style breakfast dish with the eggs that are cooked in the sauce with a little bit of tomato and red pepper with some flatbread to go with it as well for dipping.
I love it. And over here, the oysters?
Oysters, so we have some fried oysters done in the Rockefeller style. So it has some bacon, some spinach and cream, a little bit of herb saint, topped with some melted brie cheese and bacon. A little decadent.
Yeah, definitely, but it'll wash down well with a good cocktail. And
Great.
The biscuit?
And then the biscuit, that's on our brunch menu as well. That's our buttermilk fried chicken biscuit with a little bit of sorghum molasses. It's on our side options on the brunch menu.
Well, so you can get the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
I'm spotting both these for the weekend. And over here?
Another great brunch offering. This is our egg sardou, a New Orleans classic of tempura fried artichoke bottoms filled with short rib, poached eggs, and hollandaise sauce served over some cream spinach.
And that's really an homage to you because you did your time in New Orleans
I
with
did.
Emerald, didn't you?
I did. Really had a great time, and that's one of those dishes that I'll probably always take with me. It's a fun flavor.
Oh, you're going nowhere, sir. You're staying right here in Sarasota. And of course, again, the burger.
So our burger. So this is a double patty burger that we get a proprietary blend of chuck, short rib, and brisket.
Oh, the best of all.
And so it really blends well. And then we have the croque madame, which is our final brunch offering on the table here. It's a ham and Gruyere cheese sandwich with Mornay sauce and a fried egg.
It's so French and so classic. You're going to just love it. I have to tell you, Justin, you're really rocking it here. We're looking forward to having you on again and talk us some of the highlights of the menu items. What are other items people can expect as the menu continues to go and explore?
Well, going into summertime, we're really starting to, start focusing on seasonal flavors and still keeping, smaller portions in mind. So for sharing or for yourself to get 2 or 3 different dishes. So.
I love that option. But stay with us because we have more options because dessert and a dessert cocktail is on the way. Justin, I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, Judy.
Thank you.
When caring for my wife alone became too much for me, I called my long-term care insurance company to get help from Granny Nannies. Now the most wonderful nurses help me with her care.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce.
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by 1 on any or all numbers and still win.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
All right, looking at the tower cam, we have mostly cloudy skies. These are cumulus clouds building. Some of these are developing into cumulonimbus clouds, which means a rain cloud or a thunderstorm. And as you can see, cumulus clouds are clouds of vertical development, and, well, the atmosphere is ripe for showers and storms developing this afternoon. Most of these storms, though, will develop now inland, and most likely either along or east of I-75. Right now it's 79 degrees outside, a little more tolerable than some of our areas that are in the upper 80s. Dew point at 73, 82% right now is the humidity. All right, looking at our weather headlines, a few scattered storms today, but most of these storms now will be inland as the upper level winds taking these eastward. Tropical moisture comes in next week, and that's going to bring us a chance of widespread showers and thunderstorms along the sun coast. All right, let's look at our radar right now. Some nasty storms up here north of Tampa and kind of coasting along the I-4 corridor. For our area, some pulse storms taking place. They develop really quickly and then they kind of fall apart. Lakewood Ranch, or just north of Lakewood Ranch along 70, we're seeing some moderate to heavy rainfall at this time. And most of the activity now east of I-75 and to the north and east of Northport right now. So you could run into some hit or miss showers, and they could be heavy at times. And there's some scattered activity out here in the Gulf of Mexico, but again, just scattered showers in nature. All right, moving on, we'll show you that later today they're going to have some rough weather in the Midwest thanks to a system that's going to gather strength here. Had some nasty weather last night. Some leftover boundaries in place, and all the ingredients coming together where some of these storms are going to produce some very large hail. As far as our area, looks quieter than a few hit or miss showers, but some things are going on in the tropics. Now, Nothing official yet by the National Hurricane Center, but we're watching this area of convection in the Western Caribbean. It's not organized, but if it does gain strength, and it looks like the southerly winds are going to bring this northward into an area that's favorable as far as the waters. The waters here in the Gulf of Mexico are very warm. We know that warm waters are fuel for tropical storms or any sort of tropical activity. That's like the fuel to the storm. But the upper level winds over the Gulf of Mexico are very strong right now. We have wind shears. So these tropical systems that develop, even though they feed off the warm waters, they hit that upper level wind that's very strong, they'll get sheared apart. So we're not concerned of this system developing into anything strong, but we're going to have to watch it because this could play a factor in our weather as we get into next week, and that could bring us some heavy wet weather. As far as what's happening also in the tropics, system out here not really organized. National Hurricane Center gives that about a 20% chance of development, and that's in the southern Atlantic. Anyway, taking the boat out today, the high tide will be at 5:28 late this afternoon, sunset at 8:27 this evening. As far as the rest of the beach and boating forecast goes, southwest wind at 10 knots, seas at 1 to 2 feet with a light chop in the bays. Our high today will top out in the upper 80s. We're supposed to be in the upper 80s, depending on the cloud cover, though. But a very tame and mild Father's Day weekend. But there you go. As we get into next week, that tropical moisture gets in here, and we have that southerly wind bringing that tropical moisture through to the Sun Coast. So we have a chance for anywhere from 50 to 70% chance of widespread showers and storms. Back to you.
All right, Josh, thank you. There's nothing better than a summer weekend here in the Sun Coast when you can just relax and enjoy all the events that are going on around you. ABC 7's Linda Carson shows us what's happening this weekend in the Sun Coast scene.
Want to see Dad's eyes light up on Father's Day? Bring him to the Fathers and Fenders Car Show.
We usually have about 120 of the most fantastic cars in Sarasota that come out. So we'll have everything from Model A's till brand new Lamborghinis.
This beauty will be on display.
This is one of the 5 cars we'll be having down here. 57 Chevy Bel Air convertible, power brakes, power steering, factory color, mint, 100-point car. Beautiful. We'll probably have a Bentley, a Lamborghini, and a BMW M1.
One of those cars is worth $500,000. Fathers and Fenders, Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. in 5 Points Park in downtown Sarasota. A great way to entertain Dad on Father's Day, and admission is free. And 2 great concerts coming up this weekend. The Sarasota Music Festival presents Shimmering Summer Friday night here at the Opera House and Mostly Mozart on Saturday night. Both concerts are at 8 p.m. Brett Mitchell will conduct Saturday night.
There's a lot of Mozart on the program, which is kind of how the genesis began, which is the 40th Symphony, which is one of the last 3 symphonies that Mozart wrote towards the end of his life, one of the very, very greatest symphonic works ever composed.
They'll also play a concerto by Mozart for a violin soloist. That will be faculty member Alex Carr. He says these music festival concerts will be a joy.
Live music is like nothing else in the world. You know, it's funny, you can always listen to a CD, and that's very nice, but to listen to live music, to people giving their hearts and souls to you every minute for an entire 2-hour time, it's something that's pretty special to witness.
And Incredibello just opened at the historic Oslo Theater.
It has magic, illusion, singing, dancing, circus, all the arts.
Incredibello now at the historic Oslo Theater through July 29th. This man will make you laugh till you cry, and he'll leave you asking yourself, how did he do that?
How did I do that?
I was wondering that myself.
Me too. I'm Incredibello.
You got to come see this guy. And don't miss Friday Fest. The Van Wezel starts its monthly presentations of Friday Fest on the Bay this Friday night. Admission is free. You can hear great music while you watch the sunset over this beautiful location.
We've got local favorite Doug Deming and the Jewel Tones bringing some rockabilly and blues. A lot of local vendors bringing great food and drinks and lots of other provisions for people. It's a free event. Bring your chairs, your blanket.
Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Linda, thank you. One correction there, that car show in downtown Sarasota Sunday goes from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. Another star is allowing his music to be streamed online. We'll tell you about what is now available for you to listen to and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame star when we come back.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Nah in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
I dream of the creature by night and by day. Wielding my weapon, I slaughter my prey. 2,000 cash, I'll be rolling in dough. So hey, you big monster, come out from below. So hey, you big monster, come out from below.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
It's been a delicious visit here at Caskin Ale, and now I'm ready for dessert. What is it?
A little espresso martini made by our talented Howard behind the bar.
Oh man, you guys are just too good to me. So whether you're finishing off with an espresso martini, look at that froth, or sticky toffee pudding, lovely whipped cream, a little chartreuse sauce, I think you're gonna really enjoy Caskin Ale. Remember that special that they're gonna start on Father's Day, Up the Ladder, a great way to try the true premiums, and they'll carry that on Wednesdays for an hour as well. Brunch is going to be a lot of fun. I've already been a few times and I continue on, and I'm loving this menu. It's really the place to come and hang out and gather with friends and enjoy. So guys, while I take a little bit of my espresso martini and sticky toffee pudding, I'm going to send it back to you and wish you a really good weekend.
Thank you so much, Judy. A social media star is facing child pornography charges. Austin Jones was arrested at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport earlier this week. Jones racked up millions of YouTube views and thousands of teen fans on his channel. Now the 24-year-old is accused of exploiting that fan base by allegedly asking underage girls to send him sexually explicit videos of themselves. Authorities say Jones had dozens of pornographic videos on his phone when he was arrested. He's charged with 2 felony counts of production of child pornography. Yesterday, we told you about the special tribute planned by the City of Los Angeles to honor actor Adam West. And here it is. The bat signal went up in honor of the 88-year-old Batman star who died last Friday after a battle with leukemia. West was best known for his role as the superhero Batman in the 1960s television series. Los Angeles' mayor and police chief joined others at City Hall for the ceremonial lighting. Dr. Dre is pledging $10 million toward the construction of a performing arts center at Compton High School in LA. The rapper-producer will help raise additional funds for the new facility, which is expected to break ground in 2020. The Compton native said in a statement his goal is to provide kids with the kind of tools and learning they deserve. Bob Seger is finally letting you stream his music. 12 of the Rock and Roll Hall of Famers albums are now available for streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, and other platforms. 10 of the Seger albums are also available for digital download for the first time, including his 1969 debut, Ramblin' Gamblin' Man. Seger was one of the few artists who would not allow his music to be streamed until now. Was immediately known what led to his change of heart. I'm sure his fans are very pleased that he's decided to do so.
I bet. And, you know, as far as weather goes today, we're going to have some scattered showers. Most of those will be inland this afternoon.
Have a great afternoon. See you later.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.